Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's mathematics class. In today's class, we are going to be looking at this exponential equation. And the question says, solve for x. Before we do that, if today is your first time of coming across my video on Facebook, please help us to share the post to a greater number of students on this platform. And do well by liking and following this page. You're going to be seeing a lot of my updates on mathematics and physics. So we have 4 raised to the power x minus 10 multiplying 2 raised to the power x minus 1 equal to what? 24. So whenever you come across this type of exponential equation, have it at the back of your mind that at the end of the day, you are going to result into quadratic equation. So let us do it now, step by step. The first step is to break this one down, since we're having the lowest base here as 2. And remember, we will have a raised to the power m minus n. So what it is to give us division become a over m divided by a raised to the power n. So the same thing as a raised to the power m all over a raised to the power n. So because the exponent is having negative sign. So here, that is what we are going to express here as. Now, this one can be expressed as 2 raised to the power 2, then having x here because of that x, then minus, we have 10 here. 10 is multiplication. And this one will be expressed as 2 raised to the power x, okay? Then because it's minus, we can say multiplying 2 raised to the power negative 1, or you can simply just divide it at once. Then equal to what? 24. Now we have here to become 2 raised to the power. We can bring this x inside since we are expressing in base 2. Then 2 will be outside. This becomes a quadratic functional. Then minus 10, we have 2 raised to the power x. So this one is written as 8 times 1 over 2 because of negative sign here. Then equal to what? 24. So here, this one is multiplication. Since multiplication, everything here, this here will cancel this to give us 5. So from here, we can have 2 raised to the power x, then raised to the power 2, that's all squared, minus 5 multiplying 2 raised to the power x equal to what? 24. Now, let us use what is called algebraic substitution to represent 2 exponent x. We have 2 exponent x, so automatically this becomes quadratic equation. We can say let's, any alphabet of a choice, but let me use p. Let p equal to 2 raised to the power x. So that here, our equation now becomes, since 2 raised to the power x is p, we have p squared minus 5p, then equal to what? 24. Now let us make it to become quadratic. Become p squared minus 5p minus 24 equal to 0. Now let us look at this quadratic equation. If we can factorize it, is it factorizable? Because the product here is minus 24 and the sum is minus 5. So what are the two factors of 24 when added together to give us negative 5? Is it possible? But what if we have 8 and 3? 8 and 3. Okay, 8 and 3. Now let us check the sign. Minus 8 times 3 is going to give us minus 24. Now let me tell you, whenever the sum is negative and the product is also negative, it means one of the factors of this product is negative and the other one is positive. But the bigger factor will take a negative sign. Okay, so which means here 8 now is what I will take the negative sign. So we just use that to replace this. So it becomes p, open your bracket here, then we have p here, then equal to 0. Since it's 8, this becomes minus 8, then plus 3. That's, so minus 8 times plus 3 gives us for minus 24. Minus 8 plus 3 gives us for minus 5. So these are the factors. So don't waste time. So what we do now, have p minus 8 equal to 0, or p plus 3 equal to what? 0. So here we have P equal to what? 8. P equal to 8, or P equal to negative what? 3. Now remember that we declared P to be equal to 2 raised to power x. So when P equal to what? 8. So remember that P equal to 2 raised to power x. So which means 2 exponent x equal to what? 8. So what we just do is to break 8 to what? Base 2. So which means we're having 2 raised to power x equal to what? 2 exponent what? 3. So according to the law of exponent, the bases are the same. So we just equate. So x equal to what? 3. Now let us look at when P is equal to, automatically this becomes what? Rejected. Why? Because we are having a negative what? Value. So we cannot use this except we want to go further beyond this level of mathematics. So the only accepted solution we have here is x equal to what? 3. That is the answer. So when P is equal to negative 3, we shall reject that. We cannot find this by algebraic method here, except we go further beyond this level. This is the end of today's mathematics class. If this class interests you, please help us to share this post, like, and comment. If you have any question you want to solve, write it in the comment section. I promise I'm going to solve the question. Bye.